We're starting right out of the gate with playing with money. We are going to play with potential profit is what I'm calling it. And the reason we're starting out this is because I want, before we even start goals, before we even start looking at your vision board or your dreams or any of this other stuff, I want to expand your view of what's possible. I want you to dream big. I want you to set big, ambitious, unreasonable goals. Welcome back to the Emerald office for your weekly training. I'm coming to you from a very busy day, so I usually clear off my desk for this, but I didn't today. Welcome to the real world. We are starting 2021 planning. I am so excited. It is my favorite part of the year. Is that bad that my favorite part of the year is planning for the next year? But I'm particularly excited about what we are doing today because we're starting in something that you may not see as like a traditional part of your planning. Set your goals first maybe, or, attack your vision. And those are things that we're going to do in the retreat. We're laying the groundwork though. We're starting right out of the gate with playing with money. We are going to play with potential profit is what I'm calling it. And the reason we're starting out this is because I want, before we even start goals, before we even start looking at your vision board or your dreams or any of this other stuff, I want to expand your view of what's possible. I want you to dream big. I want you to set big, ambitious, unreasonable goals. Fun fact, I learned today that there's actually research to back up something that I've believed for a long time, which is that it's easier to go after, to reach an ambitious goal, an unreasonable goal, an unrealistic goal, than it is to reach a realistic one. First of all, you get more fired up about it, so you're maybe more interested in doing it. But also, it's not about what the goal is. It's about it galvanizing you to action. And I want, before we even set those big goals, I want you to really stretch what you think is possible for yourself, particularly in this area of money, because it's easier for us sometimes to talk about the things we're going to do. But when you're talking about how much money you're going to make, people clam up. And we'll talk so much more about money mindset in January, where that's what we're covering. But money is an essential piece of your business. In fact, I'm going to bring back up something no one wants to hear, but we all need to remember occasionally, that your business exists to make money. Sneeze for emphasis. Your business exists to make money. But Elizabeth, what about impact and changing the world and all those other, and helping people and all the other reasons we start our business? No, that's why you do what you do. But the reason what you do is a business is to make money. Otherwise, you're a charity. You are a friend who gives really great advice about a very specific topic. You are not a business owner. Your business exists to make money. And today, we're going to talk about all the ways you can make money. This exercise will require you to have blank paper. I have many of these because they're lovely, but you can use any notebook. Some people might want to do it on their laptops. Blank printer paper also works. This is so simple. In fact, I've decided I'm not going to give you your printable tomorrow because we're not complicating this. There's nothing to print off. Just get yourself a sheet of paper. And we're going to do one of the most powerful exercises in business. And it is one of the simplest. You are going to pick an amount and you're going to figure out how you would make that amount of money. Then you're going to move to things that don't exist yet. So I could open a new program that's, create a new intensive that's $1,000 and I could sell it to one person. I could create something that's $100 and sell it to 10 people. I could create something that's $10 and sell it to 100 people. I could create, I could do a mini course that is $150 and sell it to, 9 people, 8 people? I recommend having a calculator handy. I could create a new level of membership that's $1,000 a month. And so I could start to brainstorm, I could create a mini course that's $50 and sell that to 200 people. That's what we're working on. And then you're going to do that with, how could you do reoccurring income? So a couple of those examples that I gave were reoccurring. And then you're going to up it. So I'm going to have you do 20 ways you can make $1,000, 10 ways you can make an extra $10,000 reoccurring a month, 20 ways you can make $10,000. That one's my favorite, because $10,000, that's nothing to shy about. And it's really, really doable. So for each of your existing income streams, you're going to put how many of those, but then also creating new ideas. And that's why I'm making you make 10 and 20 ideas, because I know that you don't all have 10 or 20 income streams. So I'm stretching you outside of that. And then my last one is, how many combinations of the above would get you to $10,000 a year? So for example, if in doing these exercises, and each one of these, do isolated, and then the end, you're kind of aggregating them. And these are all obviously $1,000, $10,000, and $100,000 are big round numbers. I picked them out of nowhere. So play with it. That's what I really want you to do. Because here's the thing. None of these are going to become your goal necessarily. First of all, because having a goal that's this round of a number is kind of lame. I mean, in my opinion, it's a cool goal. It's not a you specific goal. I am going to have you do a you specific goal. So if you know that in order for you to maybe make more than your spouse, or in order for you to pay all of your bills or pay off your loans or have a certain standard of living, then you have that number, and you can say, okay, so what would it take for me to make $85,000, because that's what I want to be bringing to my family? Or what would it take for me to make $250,000 a year? Or $5,000 a month, or $8,000 a month, or whatever your number is. I am going to have you do it with your number as the last exercise. But that's not necessarily what you're going to do. The first time I did this exercise, I did it how to make $10,000 in 1 month. I was part of a program that I had bought from a coach that I really respect. And I had my 2 or 3 that were based on products that I already had. At the time, basically all I had was the Chaos Control Day. And from there, I made 8 ideas. I could do an online course. It's now called Networking That Works, and it exists. And I could do a membership program. I could do this. I could do that. And all but 2 of the ideas that I came up with, I eventually pursued. This is not you making goals about your income streams for next year. This is you playing with what the possibilities are, because I definitely walked into that exercise being like, how could I make $10,000? Well, I could win the damn lottery. That's how. And then I quickly realized that, oh no, I could make $10,000 by selling 10 Chaos Control Days. That's not that bad. So work with the numbers, play with the numbers, and truly do this exercise this way. If you want to get totally ready for next year before the holidays, I invite you to join us on our 2023 planning retreat. All the details are at theemeraldoffice.com/2023 retreat. Hope you come. Thank you for joining us. I'm Elizabeth Tolis. Subscribe for content about a sustainable lifestyle, life design, self-care, household, maybe a little bit of parenting, and primarily entrepreneurship. I'm inviting you to download the free Full Focus app. It is available on Apple or Google, and that is going to give you access to all of our free business content. It's going to give you a look at our membership program, and it's going to give you lots of different resources on how to build a business that supports the life you want to live, where you get to have the good and you get to have the great. Go ahead and give me and the Emerald Office a follow on Instagram. Find us online at www.theemeraldoffice.com, and I can't wait to see you again.